fabulous executive living bordering Oak Mountain State Park. Colleen and David Black, Keller Williams Realty, 356-5412. Call on Colleen.
This is James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday the 17th. Dry air beginning to move in. We're still promising a rather delightful weekend for summertime. Let's look at the Skycam images this afternoon coming off the Skycam network. First off, from the campus of the University of Montevallo in Shelby County. The sky partly sunny. Really, the rain has been pretty much a no-show today. Drier than expected. There's the Birmingham Skycam in Jefferson County looking east. Again, the sky partly sunny. And down on the Alabama Gulf Coast, looking at Gulf Shores, some high clouds around, but at the moment no rain showing up there. Well, look at the water vapor satellite imagery, and things are progressing as expected. The heat bubble is back in the southwest around the Four Corners, trough developing over the east, and that's going to push a surface boundary on south and bring us some dry air for the weekend. And really, the dry air beginning to take over. There's the surface radar composite at 245, and almost all of the convection is south of a line now from near Roanoke to Demopolis. And quite frankly, all the way down almost to the Gulf Coast, and even down there, it's pretty scattered. You know, the RPM model, our internal model here, hinted at that yesterday, and sure enough, it was a good run in that things have been drier than the global models had expected today. And look at the numbers. Look at the highs in the 50s. These are 1 o'clock observations. I say 1 o'clock. It's actually 2 o'clock local time, 1900 Z. Readings in the mid-50s over parts of Wisconsin and Minnesota at midday on a July afternoon. In the 80s across our state, there's a look at the specific numbers. Tuscaloosa flirting with 90, but everybody else in the low and mid-80s, and looks like we'll stay below 90 on through at least Monday of next week. Day one convective outlook for the rest of today and tonight. A slight risk of severe weather from near Columbus, Georgia to the Big Apple. That includes places like Raleigh, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, and Philadelphia. And off to the east, a slight risk of severe storms on the lee of the Rockies. And the QPF graphic. This is the expected rain through Friday morning at 7 o'clock, Friday morning of next week. And this is suggesting nothing for Memphis. And across Alabama, the rain tapers off from nothing for the Shoals down to a pretty good bit down on the Gulf Coast. And it's going to take a while for the moisture to come back, but I do think we'll see showers toward the end of next week. Tropical weather. Guys at NHC have pegged a wave out there in the central Atlantic just to watch. Low-end probabilities any development. And there's a look at the shot out there. That particular wave they have pegged is the one that's near 37 west. And again, it's fighting dry air across the Atlantic basin and relatively marginal SSTs for development. So we'll watch that, but more than likely it's not going to be a big issue for the weekend or early next week. So let's look at modeling. This is the 12Z GFS at 1 o'clock tomorrow. What an amplitude. Goodness, that's high amplitude. Got the 594 heat bubble over the southwest, a nice cool trough over the east. You got to like that. Down below, air dry as a bone. We'll start the day in the low 60s, the high in the mid-80s with low humidity values. Going to be a fine day. Sunday, we stay dry. We note that blob of moisture on the Louisiana coast, but that should stay well to the south. And again, Sunday morning will be close to 60, very close to record levels. The record low for Birmingham, 58. Sunday morning, set back in 1984. Monday of next week, same deal. Monday morning's record low is 60. We could tie or break that. And then Tuesday, the moisture stays over the far east and southeast part of the state. And then Wednesday, again, the deeper moisture off to the east. We'll mention some risk of a shower Wednesday afternoon. Thursday, the moisture begins to drift in here. And on Friday, pretty much the same deal. So some risk of scattered showers and storms out there at the end of next week. Deep into voodoo country, this is the 2nd of August, the end of the forecast period. And, you know, modeling is all over the road here. If you watched this morning, or actually yesterday afternoon, had a big heat ridge over the country's heartland. Well, now we've got a deep vortex over Des Moines. That's a difference of probably about 25 degrees there, or 30. And again, that would suggest unsettled weather here, but again, just nothing to hint at any major, long-lasting, severe heat wave, and that's good because we are getting very close to the core of the summer heat, the end of July and the 1st of August. That's Weather Xtreme video for this afternoon. We'll have notes on the blog. My next video will be Monday morning at 7. Brian Peters will have the videos tomorrow and Sunday. If you're local to us, watch us on television this evening if you can. That's ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and God bless.